And when I say ready for action, I mean ready for action. Jackson doing left side. Jack Johnson in the right. And we fire off with Junior Street. By the way, the webcast is up and running. Courtesy of Lord Co. Auto Parts. If you've got somebody back home, if Dad's home and wants to keep track of what's going on, shoot him the link. Or you can get onto it on the Mission Raceway website. Keep track of you all day long. Jackson in the left. Jack Johnston in the right. And our first pair of cars down the racetrack. Okay, a truck and a S10 Blazer. Ends up with a 1066, 64 miles an hour for Jackson. 1073, 65 miles an hour for Jack. Nathan Lloyd left. Jordan Ormsby right. Jordan over there in the Formula Firebird. Little 3/4 ton Chevy here on the left side. Terrific program. I think it's hilarious. I think it's hilarious, and I got the microphone. Last night's winner was so excited she forgot how old she was. Went down and talked to her in the winner's circle. She said, "Oh, it's great, 13." And her dad went, "How old?" And she said, "Oh, yeah, 14." Need to make sure we got that subtitled in. Nathan, the Thunder Mountain champ. Off the starting mark first by a little bit, but the Firebird's going to be the first one to the finish line, 967 to the 8th mile stripe. Something to think about. That is, I believe, a reasonably stock Pontiac Formula Firebird just went to the 8th mile in 967. Now remember, some of the junior cars run in the 7s. Those little things are fast. Fast. Fox body on the left side, our Pathfinder over there on the right side is the next pair to roll up. And remember, juniors are going to come right back around. They're not?
No, I'm sorry. I forgot to tell you that. Junior Street is not going right around.
They just changed it.
They just changed it. I know, they just changed it this morning.
You're just getting even with me because I made fun of you throwing crap all over the floor, aren't you? Hey, juniors, you will not hot lap back around for round number 1 this morning. My apologies. I just had my mind changed. New information has come to light. Junior Street, you will not hot lap back around this morning. Whoa, how about an 013 reaction time? Or 001 reaction time, make that. 0013. That's going to be our number 1 qualifier over there in the Pathfinder. I'm telling you, I like the chances in a 994. 1131. Comes up in the left side. And here comes the SS Chevy truck. Knocked down a few laps yesterday. James McNeil over on the right side. Let's see, checking out this morning's weather. Corrections at 101, density altitude 877 feet below sea level. Wow, air density at 104. A lot of air out there. A lot of air out there. 939, 76 miles an hour. Comes up for the truck. The Mustang goes 950. At 75 miles an hour. Brings up Jenna Monroe on the left side. Tyler Smith in the right. Tyler, who I'm sure wants me to remind everybody, yesterday got beat by his sister while she was on the way to her victory. But Tyler, when it comes to racing in these parts of the world, is a bad dude. Jenna leans on the tree a little bit, comes up red. Tyler goes 050. That's going to put him in the top, what, 3 or 4? I do believe. Taryn Monroe now coming up in the left side. That sweet black Chevrolet, the white 150 over on the right side. As we got a one red, one green. Ford going to be the quicker of the two pickups down to the 8-mile stripe. 10:28, 69 miles an hour, 11:17. Comes up in the left side. 68. Here comes yesterday's winner. All hail the queen, Josephine Smith. Zap strap, Gibson Racing transmission. I'm talking about the black Chevrolet here on the left side. S10 Blazer over on the right. But Josephine tore through this field yesterday. Pro ET, get warmed up. We're going to be calling you shortly. Sportsman, same, get warmed up. We're going to run the normal rotation here after we get through the juniors. Pro, Sportsman, Super Pro, Motorcycle, Hot Rod. So Pro ET, get ready. Josephine drops the red light over here on the left side. Get that out of the way early. You only got one practice run today, so if you're going to have a red light, that's the only time you can get away with it. Most probably. 898, 67 miles an hour.
Round one of the junior classes. Junior Street, then the two junior dragster classes, Junior Thunder and Junior Lightning. So we're going to give a short standby call to Pro Bracket. And that short standby call will also go out to Alan Reinhardt. So Pro Bracket, short standby call. Please be ready to go. Alan, if you're out there eating or something, don't worry too much about it. Kevin Ness is up here. I'm sure if need be, he can jump in. So sorry, kind of missed that first pair, but left lane one, 11:02 on the 11 flat dial. That was Jenna Monroe. So she's off to round number two. Now Taryn Monroe and James McNeil will make up the next pairing. James McNeil, right-hand lane, in a 2000 Mustang, dialed in at 950. Taryn Monroe's going to get the handicap off the starting line, dialed in at 1120 behind the wheel of the Chevy pickup truck.
Did Ken get the super gas ladder?
Yeah, he did.
Two green lights. We'll decide this at the finish line, and the finish line says James McNeil moving on to round two. 955 on the 950 dial. Had a rather significant starting line advantage. Now Tyler Smith and Jordan Ormsby. Tyler Smith, your reigning champ. The kid's pretty tough. Behind the wheel of the black Chevy pickup truck, left side of the racetrack. He's dialed in at 1083. Jordan Ormsby's going to give him the starting line handicap. Watch him drive away. Jordan's dialed 966.
Well, you got to listen to me now, unfortunately. Or fortunately, depending how you feel. John is off to go do some racing. Alan's off doing some talking. Which leaves me.
I don't know what Cash's last name is.
We got Sophia Getz in the left lane, TCS lane, taking on Cash in the Lordco lane. Sophia dialed in with a 935, Cash 1123. Sophia normally driving a big old white F350 diesel, so this is a little bit of a change up for her. Unfortunately, both drivers going red, but Cash getting the win a lot less red, going 004. Cash moving on to the next round. Bringing up Jackson Dew in the TCS lane. Taking on Josh Klosky in the little S10 Blazer. It's the battle of the S10 Blazers, new versus old. You got newer generation, older generation, little rounder, little square. Virtually look pretty similar, though. Big fan up here of S10 Blazers myself. I own a few of them, so this is an exciting race for me. Jackson dialed in with a 1069. Josh Klosky with a 902. Here, Josh giving it a few womps down there, but didn't scrub enough time off, going 895 on breaking out on the 902. Jackson Dew going on to the next round with a 1074 on the 1069. Waiting for. Well, 175. That'd be quite the dial in there for a junior street car, or any car for that matter. 175 would be pretty impressive in the 8th mile, to say the least. Yeah, Jack would just like sneeze on the starting line and he'd be at the finish line.
Jack would love to go that fast.
Yeah, Jack probably would love to go that fast. I think I'd love to go that fast. So now that we got that corrected, Jack dialed in with a 1075. And McNeil goes red in the little Pathfinder over there, handing the win over to Jack Johnson. Jack Johnson moving on to the next round, where he can live his dreams out of going possibly a 175 in the 8th mile. Most likely will not see that happen. But hey, we'll see if he changes his dial in, yeah. So Jack moving on to the next round, bringing up our next pair. Josephine Smith, our winner from last night, or yesterday. Looking to go back-to-back, take home 2 Wallies in the weekend. We'll see if she can make it through first round here. Taking on a tough competitor in Nathan Lloyd, who was our winner last weekend. Nathan came down here from the first time ever last weekend, took home a Wally. Also came out this weekend, went trip zip, I believe, in the first round. I think he was first car down the track even, went trip zip. So pretty impressive. Nathan doing a good job. So Nathan dialed in with a 1067 in the Lordco lane. Josephine with a 973 here in the TCS lane. Hey, big shout out to the mop guys there. They are our saviors out here, dripping all the water from the exhaust. They're there to catch it the best they can. We tried to get them to just chase it down the track, but they turned that down, unfortunately. Josephine gets there first, going 974 with an 8 on the 973. Moving on to the second round, taking out Nathan Lloyd. Josephine, on her trek for the 2 Wallies in one weekend, is doing her job. That would be the end of Junior Street.
I didn't think you wanted to run out mid-class. I mean, I know you got to go get ready to do some more racing, and then some more racing, and some more racing, but 1 pair left. I mean, I'm not going to throw you out in the middle of the class. I was like, yeah, congratulations. You called, the 500 laps of the NASCAR race. Okay, now get out. Let me call the last 2.
Well, good point. But
Go
for
turn on
now,
some more win lights.
that's the plan. We'll see you in a little bit.
All right, I appreciate you stopping by and letting me take a break for lunch. They got good eats around here. I guess I'm not telling you anything you don't know, but they got really good eats around here. Junior Street rolling out. Going to start with Jack Johnston.
Sorry, for who?
Give me like 30 seconds on that call.
And like in the middle of taking up, I have 21 seconds. Hello.
I know I have a ladder here someplace. Dun, dun, dun. Hey, found it. Yay. Look at me. Jack with a solo run here in the junior comp category. And I know we talked about it a little bit earlier, but these youngsters, it's kind of a stepping stone between the junior dragster ranks and the big cars. You can actually come out and drive one of these when you're in your teens, even before you have a driver's license.
There we are. Super street rollout, right?
Has to be a street legal car, not a race car. Has to be licensed, has to be insured, has to be tagged, has to be all that. Have to have a parent with you. Run into the 8th mile, but it's an opportunity to make some laps. And our winner last night, I was surprised to hear. Josephine won last night, and talking to her down in the winner circle, I said, well, tell me about your junior career. She said, I actually never raced juniors. Her brother had been racing for a while, and her dad had been racing, and she was old enough to try the junior street thing and said, hey, let's just start there. James McNeil is going to get the win here. As the red light comes on for the Mustang. McNeil, 962 to the 8th mile at 73 miles an hour. Brings up Jenna Monroe and Jordan Ormsby. And I know when you're listening to some of these names, you're going, that sounds kind of familiar. Well, yeah, of course, because we've been talking about either their mom or dad driving the big cars. You ready for them now?
You want pro to the staging lane? Sorry, Ken. Did you want pro to the staging lanes?
Jenna on the left side, Jordan on the right side. Who's coming back in the semis? Blazer looks like it's out in front. Blazer is out in front, 11:08. It's going to be a winner for Jenna. So Jenna will be back a little bit later on today. Listen up in the pits. Attention in the pits. Pro ET, come on down. Pro ET, come on down. Josephine Smith on the left side. That is yesterday's winner. Jackson doing the right side, trying to stop the reign of terror of Josephine over the entire junior street category. Oh, and a red light start for Jackson. He jumps 8 thou too soon. Josephine's going to come back and run Jenna. On the other side, it's going to be Jack and James. So apparently, I have figured this out because I spot patterns, and I like to think I'm smarter than the average bear. I'm probably not, but I like to think so. We've got Jack and James on one side. We've got Josephine and Jenna on the other. Apparently, if your name doesn't start with a J, you're not going to be successful in junior, which starts with a J, street. Get it? See, I'm telling you, I see these things. Speaking of finals, we're about to find out who's going to go to the junior street final. 4 drivers left. All of them have a name that start with J. James, Jack, Josephine, Jenna. We're going to start with James and Jack. James left, Jack right. I said a junior street racer. To be a junior street racer, you don't have a driver's license, and he's got a sponsored by IG Wealth Management.
But you haven't done super street or super gas.
That kid is miles beyond where I was when I was his age. My sponsor when I was his age was, Dad, can I borrow a couple of bucks? That was my sponsor. I bet you can guess what my dad said. It's going to be a breakout for Jack. We're going to send James to the final round, 964 on the 960. Pro to the lanes. Josephine Smith, Jenna Monroe. Josephine left side trying to go back. 2 back. We've got a number of yesterday's winners that are still in competition here today. Jenna Monroe going to try to send Josephine back to the trailer. Oh, and a red light start. Josephine punched her own exit slip by 15 thousandths of a second. It'll be Jenna in the final against James. 11:07 on the 11:02. That's a winner. 9:74 on the 9:75 for Josephine, but the red light, still not a bad weekend at the office, but the day ended up a little short. It ended up being all J drivers hanging around. Jack, James, Josephine, and Jenna in our final two. Jenna and James. Jenna in the left side, James in the right side. Monroe for the folks at A&M Marketing Group. McNeil for Lordco et al. Handicap goes to the Blazer. A couple of teen drivers is getting a little experience out here. And somebody going to go home winner. It's going to be James because Jenna Monroe mashed the gas too soon, turned on that bottom bulb. James McNeil, 004 on the tree. 954 on the track. Was definitely dialed soft, but it didn't matter. Red light came on, and he's a winner. Jenner goes 1109, but she was way on the red side of the tree. And congratulations, James and Lordco and the entire McNeil team for picking up the Junior Street win.